Namaskaram. In today's blog series, we are going to have a look on the concept of eclipse or Grahanam that existed in India. Whenever we say Grahanam or eclipse, the immediate thing that comes to our mind is the snake swallowing the sun or moon, which is given in the background. This snake swallowing sun or moon derives from a Puranic story. The Puranic story, in a short form, goes from a war between Devas and Asuras, the Devas being the good people and Asuras being the demons. The Devas were found to be losing the battle. Hence they went to Lord Vishnu and sought his support. Lord Vishnu suggested them to churn the milky ocean and obtain Amurta or the immortal nectar that will give them immortality. The Devas thought churning the milky ocean by themselves is going to be difficult. Hence they sought the support of Asuras as well. And Asuras were also motivated by the immortal Amritam. Lord Vishnu himself took the form of a tortoise and formed the base. Vasuki the snake was used as the rope, and Asuras and Devas together churned the Milky Ocean. While they were churning the Milky Ocean, many things came out. One of them was called the Alakalavasha or the Great Poison. Lord Shiva drank all the poison and saved the living beings. After that, they continued the journey. We got so many things from them, including goddess Lakshmi, Kamadhenu. Kamadhenu is a wish-granting cow, and many things came outside of the churning. And at last, we got Amurtam, or the immortal nectar. On seeing the immortal nectar, there was huge commotion among the groups of Devas and Asuras. So Lord Vishnu took the form of Mohini, a female, a very beautiful female. On looking at the beautiful female, all Devas and Asuras were dazzled by her beauty. While they were dazzled by the beauty, Lord Vishnu ensured that the Amurtam, the divine immortal nectar, is given only to the Devas. One of the Asura came to know of this trick. So he disguised himself as Deva and took the Amurtam. He also drank the Amurtam. Lord Surya and Lord Chandran, whose sun and moon, they informed Vishnu about this demon who was disguised as Deva and who took away the Amurtam. So Lord Vishnu, using his Sudarshana Chakram, chopped off the head of the Asura, and later, since he has already consumed the Amurtam, he became immortal. Both his head and the body were alive. And the head was attached to the tail of a snake, which became Ketu, and the body was attached to the head of a snake, which became Ragu. And Ragu took a revenge on sun and moon by swallowing them. So this is the short story in a short form. Now let's explore in today's blog series whether this was the only Puranic story that existed in India, or were there any other scientific and rational methods that also existed in India. This would take us to 1500 years back in 499 AD. Aryabhateeya, in his book Aryabhateeyam, he describes Cchadayathi, sasi sooryam, sasinam mahathee, bhoocchaayaa. This means the moon covers the sun and the great shadow of earth covers the moon, which is the root cause of eclipse. 200 years later, in 700 AD, Lallacharya, in his book Sishyadhi Tantra, he asks a couple of questions. The first question that he asks is like, if you are of the opinion that an artificial demon is responsible for eclipse by swallowing, how come it is possible to determine the eclipse by calculations, ganithena? He also asks, have you ever also wondered how is it possible that this eclipse happens only on a new moon or full moon day? Later in 950 AD, when Shankaranarayana wrote his commentary for Laghubhaskariyam, he very clearly establishes Atha bhoocchaayaa chandragrahanasya karanam, which means that is why it is being said bhoocchaayaa, the shadow of the earth, is responsible for the lunar eclipse chandragrahanasya karanam. So thus we come to know that the Puranic story which was there that helped people to understand the concept very easily. However, there were also parallel concepts which very clearly established that shadow of sun and moon were responsible for the eclipse. Hope you had an opportunity to learn something new today. We will reconnect again on another blog post. Thanks for watching.